Students, welcome to the class of Technomaths. Today we will solve one question of vectors where four forces acting at a point P and produced by a string as shown. So all these four are strings I am writing over here, and these are at rest. We need to find the value of F1 and F2. The value of these forces we need to calculate, which is unknown to us. F1 and F2 is a variable to us, and rest of the components 1 Newton and 2 Newton is given to us. Okay, so what we will do, just like an x and y axis, just extend it, and in the right towards plus x it's east, and towards minus x it's west, and in the plus y it's north, and in minus y direction it's south, right? So what we will do, the main concept what we will apply over here, the total horizontal force will be in equilibrium, right? That means equivalent, that will balance each other. So the forces acting into the east will be equal to the forces acting into the west, right? Forces acting into the north will be equal to forces acting into the south. So here we will do that, we just break the components of 1 Newton force and 2 Newton force into the horizontal and vertical directions, right? So what's that? If the component of 1 Newton is broken, then we can say that 1 cos 45 will be towards the positive x, or towards east, or towards F1, right? Because one of the shown angle is 45, that is 1 Newton is making an angle of 45 with degree with the north direction, or plus y. So the remaining angle is 45. So 1 cos 45 and 1 sin 45 are the two components along the plus x and plus y direction, or east and north. And similarly 2 Newton force has two components, 2 cos 45 towards minus x direction or west, and 2 sin 45 towards plus y direction or north, right? So the two components of 1 Newton force, as we have derived over here, is 1 cos 45 in east, as I explained to you, that is right hand side from P, and 1 sin 45 in the north direction, that is upward towards plus y, right? Similarly, the components of 2 Newton forces are, there will be two components, 2 cos 45 and 2 sin 45. One of the angle is 45 given to us. So from 90 degree in the second quadrant, you can see the total value is 90 and 45 is given. So balance is 45. So 2 cos 45 will give the 2 Newton force component in the west direction, that is left hand side towards minus x, right? And 2 sin 45 is the component of 2 Newton force in the north side, or upward, right? So now what we will do, we will just equate the horizontal forces, that is the forces acting into the east will be equal to the forces acting into the west, and into the east we have two components of forces, that is F1, that is already unknown to us, that is a variable. This will be added with this 1 cos 45, you can see here, this is the force acting into the right. So this, both these forces will add up, so this will give the total forces acting into the east. Similarly, the forces acting into the west will be the horizontal component of 2 Newton force acting towards minus x or west direction. That's I just taken it over here, and this is the only force, nothing else. So just solve this equation, and you know the value of cos 45, it's 1 by root 2. So we get the value of F1 as 1 by root 2 n, 1 by root 2 Newton. So this is our answer for F1. Similarly, just equate the vertical components. That means the vertical forces acting over here on P will be balanced out. That means forces acting into the north direction will be equal to the forces acting into the south direction, as we have taken east and west for the above part, that is horizontal components. Similarly, it will happen for the vertical side, the north forces will be equal to the south forces, and in the north we have two components of force, that is 1 sin 45 and 2 sin 45. So just these are the only two forces, nothing else. So just add up, so that this will give the equivalent forces acting into the north direction, and this will be equated with the forces acting into the south direction. So that is our one of the another variable, that is F2. F2 is 3 sin 45, 3 by root 2 Newton.